If you have type 2 diabetes, this is why you should not follow a low-carb diet or a strict intermittent fasting regimen. I'm naturopathic Dr. Elie Klein, and I help diabetics reverse their diabetes without going low-carb. The rationale for restricting carbohydrates is based on the assumption that carbs and sugar cause diabetes, and therefore restricting their intake must be the solution. However, carbohydrates and sugar do not cause diabetes, so this approach may be short-sighted. When people go on low-carb diets, indeed, some experience a reduction in their fasting glucose levels and hemoglobin A1C and may even lose weight. However, that tends to be temporary, and sooner or later, both glucose levels and weight go back up. The reason for this, according to several studies, is that a low-carbohydrate diet over time isn't healthy, as it leads to further increase in insulin resistance, the biological state that leads to type 2 diabetes to begin with. A significant deprivation of carbohydrates is stressful on the body. That causes stress hormones, such as cortisol and others, to rise, contributing to the rebound rise in high blood glucose levels. When a person loses weight as a result of a low-carb diet, he or she loses muscle mass as well. Loss of muscle mass and the rise in stress hormones can harm the liver, causing fatty liver, and further worsen the situation. As for intermittent fasting, it is the practice of limiting the time or the time frame in which one consumes his or her food. For example, a person may fast for 16 hours and eat during the remaining 8 hours. And the belief is that by shortening the window of time during which one consumes food, a variety of beneficial things may occur, including a metabolic reset of sorts that will help heal diabetes and help with weight loss. With this too, as with low-carb diets, people often find that after a period of time, usually weeks or months, things start going wrong. They stop sleeping well, they tire more easily, they start experiencing aches and pains, hormonal issues pop up, and glucose levels start inching back up to where they were before and worse. The key to successfully beating diabetes is working with a doctor who works outside the conventional yet failed paradigm, a health coach of sorts, that will undertake a thorough assessment to determine the underlying cause of your situation and put you on a program to address those underlying causes. Diabetes is a disease of cellular aging, whereby the cells age prematurely, and treating it correctly will also slow down your aging process. If you liked this video, click on the subscribe and notification buttons to be notified when the next video becomes available. And if you take your time to scour the internet for solutions, it may take a very long time, if ever, to put together all the pieces of the puzzle together. However, you can shorten the process and avoid risking the unpleasant complications of diabetes, and reach out through the link below for a no-strings-attached complimentary diabetes turnaround session, which allows me to get to know you and your situation and offer a customized roadmap for reversing your condition.